Well, happy afternoon, everybody. I am over here at DuckDuckGo. I do not use Google because when I type in stuff like overpopulation hoax, Google shows very, very little. But yeah, so I have researched this overpopulation stuff, and well, it looks like we were hoaxed again, and somehow this one got past a lot of people. So I'm going to read this one by Technocracy News. Gonna give it a minute to load. Okay. Okay, there we go. Okay, from Technocracy News and Trends. Overpopulation fears are a hoax. Okay, and this came out last year, on June 5th, 2017, not too long ago. Okay. Professor Walter Williams easily debunks overpopulation scaremongering. Those with a low view of humanity want to kill it off. Those with a high value of human life recognize its immense value. Right? Human beings are valuable resources, and the more we have of them, the better. In 1978, Thomas Malthus wrote an essay on the principle of population. He predicted that mankind's birth rate would outstrip our ability to grow food and would lead to mass starvation. Malthus' wrong predictions did not deter Stanford University professor Paul Ehrlich from making a similar prediction. In his 1968 bestseller, The Population Bomb, which I haven't read, but I've been encouraged to read it, so next time I go to the library, hopefully they'll have it. Okay, which has sold more than 2 million copies. Ehrlich warned the battle to feed all of humanity is over. In the 1970s and 1980s, hundreds of millions of people will starve to death in spite of any crash programs embarked upon now. This hoax resulted in billions of dollars being spent to fight overpopulation. Doesn't that sound familiar? Resulting in billions of dollars needing to be spent to fight. Alright. So, according to the standard understanding of the term, human overpopulation occurs when the ecological footprint of a human population in a specific geographical location exceeds the carrying capacity of the place occupied by that group. Let me pause right here and also remind everybody that nature has an order to things. Okay? Let's not forget nature. Babies are born every year, but humans die every year. So, nature has a way of balancing everything out. The only time things are out of balance is when you have these government programs just being despicable. Alright, let's look at one aspect of that description, namely population density. Let's put you, the reader, or the viewer, to a test. See whether you can tell which country is richer and which is poorer, just by knowing two countries' population density. North Korea's population density is 518 people per square mile, whereas South Korea's is more than double, at 1,261 people per square mile. Hong Kong's population density is 16,444 per square mile, whereas Somalia is 36. Congo has 75 people per square mile, whereas Singapore has over 18,000. Now, looking at... Oh, that was a nice sound. Okay, oops, my little buggy at the bottom's talking to me. Hold on. Sorry about that, I was running a scan. Okay, so looking at the gross domestic products of these countries, one would have to be a lunatic to believe that smaller population density leads to greater riches. Here are some gross domestic product data expressed in millions of US dollars. North Korea, 17,396. South Korea, 1,411,246. Hong Kong, 320,668. Somalia, 5,707. Congo, over 41,000. Singapore, just under 300,000. The overpopulation hoax has led to a horrible... The overpopulation hoax has led to horrible population control programs. Run by the UN. Not a slap in the face. Look at this. The United Nations Population Fund has helped governments deny women the right to choose the number and spacing of their children. Overpopulation concerns led China to enact a brutal one-child policy. Forced sterilization is a method of population control in some countries. Nearly 250,000 Peruvian women were sterilized. Well, this is horrifying. Our government, through the UN Population Fund, is involved in population moderation programs around the world. That's right, our government. Including India, Bangladesh, Pakistan, Nigeria, Mexico, Indonesia, Brazil, and the Philippines, Thailand, Egypt, Turkey, Ethiopia, Colombia. The entire premise behind population control is based on the faulty logic that humans are not valuable resources. The fact of business is that humans are what the late Julian Simon called the ultimate resource. Okay? We are, us humans, you and me, we are the ultimate resource. So here, this is something for y'all to think about. Seems there's a treasure trove of information out. If people were just to take a minute to look at this, okay? Alright? Everything else is bullshit. So is that. Alright, everybody. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day. And until next time, ta-ta.